The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to this button right here, and I'm going to click on the site. So I'm going to click Cite. You are going to be doing this for me in APA. Now I'm going to talk about this during week 5, APA writing. But I'm going to scroll down, and this is what APA typically looks like. Now, whenever you use this Cite button and it brings you to this list, you're always going to, for me, you're always going to go to APA. Keep in mind, this isn't perfectly done. So when I take a look at this, I may have to do a little bit of tweaking of my APA reference. Okay, so I'm going to select it. All right, and I'm going to copy it. Then I'm going to go into Word. All right, so I'm going to go up. I'm going to click on Word. And I'm just going to open a blank document to start. Okay, so here I go, blank document. And I'm going to paste that reference in right away. So I'm going to paste it in so that I don't have to worry about, finding that information again. And here is where people go wrong a lot whenever they're writing lit reviews or doing a big paper. They kind of get a whole bunch of sources. They don't really keep track of them well. And then they can't always remember, like, where did I get that piece of information? So you have to stay really organized, and you have to kind of take time in the back end so that when it comes to writing and formatting and completing your lit review, you're not in a state, okay? And things aren't all over the place and they're not really disorganized. So keep that in mind. Now, notice how this pasted. I'm going to undo that. I want to undo that, and I'm going to paste it again because I just went to paste and it didn't really come out the way I wanted to. I'm going to go into paste special, and I'm going to look at my options here. So this was the keep source formatting. So I'm taking it from a website, so that doesn't look great. There's also merge formatting. And then there's also keep text only. I'm going to go to keep text only, and I'll tell you why here. When we use APA, there are certain formats that we have to follow. And so it's important that I just keep the text and then I apply my own formats. If you don't do that, it's very difficult to work with your reference, and it can even leave like a highlighted mark in your Word document, which you absolutely do not want. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to go to Times New Roman. I'm going to go to size 12 font. Now, these are all APA standards, all right? So that's why I'm choosing this. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to go double space on this because that's another APA format. And I'm also going to go into paragraph here, and I'm going to do a first line indent. So there's my first line indent. I say, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want first line indent. All right, sorry. I want a hanging indent. I just wasn't really thinking there. So I want to go hanging indent. I'm going to say, okay, that's what I want. There we go. All right, so that actually looks like an APA reference. All right. Now, I do have to make a few little tweaks, and that's something that when you use that copy and paste, you go into it knowing you will have to make a few tweaks. Sometimes when I correct it for students, they'll say, well, that's the way it gave me the reference when I used that cite button. Okay, that's true, but you need to know that APA, a reference, there are some features that you're going to have to change. All right, so the author names come first, and this is fine. The year comes next with brackets and a period. That's great. Also, by the way, I have the show formatting button turned on. So that's why I have all these dots and stuff. Because when I look at yours, I'll be checking that the same way. Now, the article has uppercase throughout, which is normal. That's what we would normally do if we were putting down the title of an article. But for APA, we want to change that. We want only the first word to be capitalized unless we're dealing with proper nouns. or unless there is a colon. So, all right, so a brief history of artificial intelligence. Now there is our colon, which happens a lot in these article titles. So I leave that O capitalized. Now I'm going to go to past, so, and then present and future artificial and intelligence. All right, now that is correct. The article title is correct. Now, California Management Review, that is the name of the journal. So the only thing I need to do there is I need to italicize the journal title. It actually, you do leave it as capitalized. And where it says 61, that's the volume number. That's also italicized. Issue number is left. So the issue, it's like volume, issue. They go hand in hand. These are the page numbers. Now, down here is the DOI. And I can add the DOI or I can take it out. I'm just going to leave it as is, all right? And now I have my reference. So I don't have to worry about going and doing the reference after. So I really strongly suggest once you pick your article, put your reference in, especially when you get working in multiple documents. If you say, well, what if I don't need that reference? Well, that's fine. Take it out. Like, it's only a few minutes and it's not really wasted time. If down the road, it could save you a lot of time. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind. All right, so now I'm just going to minimize that. And I'm just kind of going back to my database here. All right, so I'm going to come out of this. So I know now that I am happy with a brief history of artificial intelligence, and I feel like that is a good place to start for my article review. Okay, so my first article is going to be based on that. Now, if you're thinking, okay, I don't know what I want to do my literature review on, if I were you, I would kind of look around and see, like, are there a lot of articles on this topic? Now, I chose artificial intelligence. There are tons of articles. I've written a lit review on artificial intelligence and impacts in the workforce, and I have that in SAM for you to kind of look at to use as an exemplar. But I know that there's lots here, so that's great. If you get into a topic that is a little bit more difficult to find information on, you might want to make a decision. Do I continue on with this topic, or do I kind of leave it now without investing too much time and move forward on another topic? Okay, so that's really what I need you to do before you even start any of your writing. Think of your topics and then go to the database and see, like, are there lots of articles on that topic? And will I be able to successfully write a lit review and move forward from there? So I hope that helps in working with the library database. All right. There are also, you can go into the physical library in the Charlottetown Center, and there are librarians there that will help you. I think you need to make an appointment right now, but that is also another option that's available to you. And of course, I'm always here to help you with an online database search. All right.